everybody, it's Jama Malmy, and I'm going to be putting together this layout from Close to My Heart's Everyday Moments Cricut collection. Now this is one of their collections that has a bunch of pre-designed projects done for you. You just have to hit cut. So this one I'm putting together mostly as designed, but making a few tweaks to show you how easy it is to get this to come together and that you can make it work for your own photos. I'm going to go over here to images. I'm going to go up here to where it says all images under category. I'm going to click that. I don't want to look under images. I want to look under image sets, which is what they call cartridges now. You're going to go to image sets under highlighted, and then you're going to see all of the what used to be cartridges. And now I'm going to type in everyday moments because I know that's the one I want. It's actually going to pull up several of them. I could have typed in Close to My Heart everyday moments, but I didn't. I'll just scroll down here a little bit until I get to Close to My Heart everyday moments, and shows that there's 21 images. But each of these images is a complete project. So I'm going to click on that. Now you have to own this collection to access it, and you have to purchase it through a Cricut affiliate link from a Close to My Heart consultant before you can access it in Design Space. It's not available to purchase through Design Space like some things are. It's not an access. You don't get it if you're an Access subscriber. So if you would like this collection, I will link that along with all the supplies I'm using down in the description below. All right, so I'm going to just scroll down and you'll see all of these. There's scrapbook layouts and cards, 2-page layouts, 1-page layouts. I've done a bunch of these. I've done that and that on a video before. But this is the one we're going to do today. And so let me pull it up closer just so you can get a close-up of what that's going to look like, because it's going to look a little different once we pull it into Design Space. But that way you can see what it's designed to look like, and then you'll see how I'm going to change it up a little bit. You've got a spot for 2 photos here, and I'm going to use just one. You would just click on this, insert image, and there you go. Because the fringe is going to be layered underneath the heart, it looks a little funny. It looks different when you pull it into Design Space, but this is what it looks like in Design Space. This is the photo I'm going to use, and I'm not going to use these pink backgrounds. I think they're really cute. Originally I had planned to use them, but decided not to because this extra space down here covers up more of the heart, and I just really love that heart background, and I wanted to make sure I showed as much as possible. But I've cut my photo just a little bit smaller than 4x6, and then instead of having that pink background for my photo, I just did a glitter background. And I could have done any of these colors. I was leaning towards doing a raspberry background, but I landed on doing just the glitter background because I just love bling. And I liked that silver, you know, more neutral, because there's so much color already. There is color in my photo as well, and so I wanted to have sort of a more neutral photo mat, but still stood out.
I've sped this up quite a bit. There is a lot of placing and piecing and gluing, and I think it's helpful to see it all come together, but it doesn't have to be real time or anything. In fact, I think it's kind of fun to watch Cricut layouts come together at hyper speed. So the first thing I'm going to do is layer up all of these fringe pieces on that heart that was cut out of the background, and this was the easiest way that I could figure out how to do that. And then I realized that it was even easier if I put that heart in the middle of the background and line them up. And you have to be careful to make sure that the fringe is going all the way out to cover those dashed lines. I made that mistake and some of them didn't go all the way to the edge, but you'll see how I'm going to fix that. And I could have and probably should have taken the fringe all the way to the edge like they were cut to do, so that didn't happen, but I was trying to conserve a little bit and be able to use some on another project. But you can see I had to kind of adjust the top and add another little piece of purple down at the bottom to make sure to extend it into that little dash line area that shows. So just make sure you take that into account. And then I ruffled the edges and it gives it that fun dimension. I put just a little bit of tape adhesive to tack it down on to the fringe before I tack the whole thing down to the layout and add a lot more adhesive at this point. It was helpful to use some liquid adhesive around the edge because you have some of that dimension from the fringe. But I used tape runner for the most part on most of this layout. So once I get that all the heart tacked down, I'm going to put a little pieces of paper behind those little shapes that are down in the bottom corner, which is now in the top corner right now, but it's the bottom corner of the layout. And those little tiny X's were easiest to use liquid glue to put a strip down, and then just a tiny little piece for this little heart. And you don't have to be real careful because it's not going to show on the back, but it looks really cute showing through the front. So I tacked it down onto a white base because I wanted that white on white look, but you definitely could add a color behind there as well. I just really wanted the color that's in the heart to stand out and didn't want anything to take away from that. Sort of like that glittered silver photo mat. So right now I'm gluing all of those little pieces down onto the title. Make sure you're putting the glue on the right side before you start gluing. I have done that too many times. So glued those little pieces together. It didn't take too long. And then I'm gonna add some splatters. I went a little crazy with the splatters, probably added a little more than I had intended, but oh well, it adds a nice black accent, which is sparkly too because I used the shimmer brush. I added the date on that little tag that's sticking out, and I wanted this up on some foam, so I put it on a little foam sheet to raise it up a little bit, and then just placing everything around the page where it goes. It's really simple to come together. Really, the hard part is just waiting for your Cricut to cut everything. Those fringe pieces are so detailed that it takes quite a while, so you're going to want to just keep loading your paper and waiting and loading your paper and waiting, and it's kind of like a find something else to do and then keep coming back to it sort of thing. So now I am adding some silver embellishing thread, and I just looped it around my fingers a few times, and I'm going to hold it together with a glue dot, and then I'm using my piercing tool to help me poke that underneath the photo to add to that little cluster that's up in the top corner. I added a few little gems and dots around the page, and then that is going to finish it up. So here is a close look at the layout, and I'm going to show you some still shots here in a moment as well. If you're interested in this Cricut collection, it's called the Everyday Moments Cricut Collection, and I've listed my Cricut affiliate link down in the description box below. And I also share all of my files with anyone who purchases from me. So let me know if you do in a comment, or you can email me so that I can send those files to you because I don't always get a notification. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. That really helps YouTube know to show this video to more people. Thanks a lot and have a great day.